a finger down if you bought a D.R. Horton home 2 years ago and you're on your third shower replacement due to leaks and mold.
And I have just filed now our second warranty claim for crappy plumbing.
Horton neighborhoods are just modern day trailer parks, and I can prove it.
Got a really nice master bathroom in here and walk-in closet and, you know, great tile work, right? Nice fixtures, and then there's that.
Welcome back to another video. I'm the Old Wallet, and today we're going to be looking at new construction homes and just how bad they've gotten. Let's get right into it. Before we do that, if you like this content, please drop a like on the video. As always, guys, let me hear your thoughts down below and subscribe to the channel.
Look at all these brand new houses they're building. Isn't that nice? Huh. Nope. All right, so let's take the irrigation control panel here, and why don't we just put it on its own dedicated breaker? Panel's right here. Painting with our eyes closed again. Awesome. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Well, there's one. There's always another one. Nope. Nope. Yeah, right. So for fiber cement board planks, or hardy board, which is that stuff up there, they should be moderately touching but not forced together. So the older alternative method of installing them is leaving about a 1/16 of an inch gap to a 1/8 of an inch gap. Let's see how they did. Nope. No. Nope. I mean, maybe the other side will be better, right? Maybe. For real. Come on. It's literally the whole house. No. Wait for it. Wait for it. Nope. Nope. All right, well, here's a bathroom. Yeah, looks good. All right, yeah. All right, yep. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Nope. And we're missing a splash guard. All right, cabinet doors are a little off there. Couple little dents there. They couldn't even erase what they wrote back here behind the refrigerator. This is my favorite. Oh yeah, that's nice. Dishwasher might stay in place a little bit better if it was actually screwed in. Yeah. Oh, and we got that. Nope. Well, you missed a spot. So there's definitely quite a bit of subject matter here in this garage. We'll go over some of it. You know, unsealed penetrations. All these repairs been done to the block. That just looks atrocious. Big old gap there. Gaps at the ceiling. More gaps. Repairs. That bracket isn't doing anything.
All right, so you get the gist here. He keeps going and showing everything wrong with the house, but just in that 2 minutes, you can just see the amount of issues that are on this property. There's writing on the wall, there's gaps everywhere, there's not even a wall in the bathroom, and there's always that door that just opens without turning the knob and it's just broken, and the list goes on. It's just such a poor job. Him the whole video, nope. Imagine working your entire life to buy a home and the only thing being built are these doll houses. Ridiculous isn't even the word. If only more home inspectors took this seriously. We need more inspectors like you. 500,000, by the way. The gap left at the kitchen counter is diabolical. D.R. Horton homes are garbage. Speaking of D.R. Horton,
Put a finger down if you bought a D.R. Horton home 2 years ago and you're on your third shower replacement due to leaks and mold. Put a finger down if you've experienced violent rain via your air vents.
D.R. Horton has obtained the reputation of the worst home builder at this point, and this woman's home is a good reason why, as she is experiencing plumbing issues that have led to leaks, that have led to mold growing in her house, and so many other people have experienced this as well with D.R. Horton homes. The one thing I have learned on this app is to not buy a D.R. Horton home. Why do y'all keep buying D.R. Horton homes? There isn't a single good review about them. Me watching this 3 months into living in my D.R. Horton home. Stay away from D.R. Horton and Ryan Homes. These houses are worth $50K at best after you realize what you will have to repair in 5 years, or marry a dude who just knows things. Won't ever promote D.R. Horton Homes as a realtor. Couldn't sell one with good conscience.
D.R. Horton neighborhoods are just modern day trailer parks. And I can prove it. This is the kind of stuff I think about when I'm running around my neighborhood every morning. No one asked for these thoughts, but here we are. Some trailer parks got amenities, pools, clubhouses, tennis courts if they were feeling fancy. And some trailer parks got nothing. That's my D.R. Horton neighborhood. I live in a vinyl home from the first phase of our neighborhood. You can think of this as the single white section, which is perfect because I'm the exact level of white trash you would expect to see here. And then you have your homes in the front of the neighborhood. Tray ceilings, marble countertops. This is your double wide section of the community. You can tell I live pretty far from here. I'm telling you right now though, 20 years from now, you're driving past this neighborhood, you're giving it the stink eye, and you're wondering which house is Uncle Ricky's with the unofficial lab in the backyard.
So I understand it's a skit, but what makes a joke funny is there's some truth to it. Maybe D.R. Horton be a modern day trailer park is kind of crazy, but you can't deny it kind of looks like that. It really just looks like a bunch of houses that were thrown up in the middle of nowhere with no amenities. And I think his final point was kind of interesting, talking about the value of the home. I think it'll be really interesting to see what the value of these homes will be in 20 years. How well will these homes even hold up? This should go viral. You should see D.R. Horton homes in South Texas. It's embarrassing. No offense, but trailers are better quality than D.R. Horton homes. D.R. Horton is going to have to spend millions to fight this image. Strong work. That is offensive to trailer parks.
Today's home inspection is in Goodyear. And speaking of good, how good is your builder?
I think we're the best builder in the United States. I would 100% argue that.
And I'm not mentioning the name of the builder because some people just do not like that. At this electrical panel, the meter, well, that's loose. I'm not going to touch it because actually all the power goes on and off in flickers on the inside of the house. Okay, no, I got to do it. What was it like when I was shaking the meter on the outside of the house? What was it like on the inside?
Everything was flickering.
And then like half the house lost power?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And it seems like the meter is actually not properly seated, so the power is going on and off inside the home. Next, we're going to call the APS emergency services number, and let's see how it goes. Well, there you go. Look who showed up.
This isn't mounted properly from the manufacturer or from the home builder.
Now watch closely. As soon as the technician takes the lock off of the meter, it's so loose, it just falls right off the panel.
That's going to be an issue.
Oh, that was a little loose.
Yeah.
It just fell right off. Well, let's see what passed city inspection today. The support strap on the riser pipe, well, that doesn't even have the bolt, and it's not properly installed. Yep, that passed city inspection. Loose neutral wire connection right here. Yep, that passed city inspection. The bond clamp at the gas supply pipe, well, that's loose and not properly installed. Yep, that passed city inspection. And of course, here's the H25A, missing 4 Tico fasteners, but that passed city inspection. Smoke detectors are not supposed to be installed within 3 feet, measured horizontally from a bathroom. Yep, this house passed city inspection. Using soapy water to check for gas leaks. And there's your gas leak. And while we are at it, let's check the neighbor's house for gas leaks as well. And there's your gas leaks. Well, we get 2 trucks today, one for this gas leak and another truck for this gas leak.
If there's one thing we can all learn from this video is that city inspections just don't matter. Always, always, always get an independent inspector to inspect your new home. This home was built by Lennar, and Lennar is another big national builder who has had many issues, and we'll see more of that later. But it's just crazy how fast these homes are just thrown up, and it's not just the single homes, it's a whole neighborhood. They're just throwing them up, and you can see how poorly they're all being built, because he even goes to the neighbor's house and sprays it for a gas leak, and there's a gas leak. There's gas leaks all over the neighborhood, I would assume. It's just insane, man. So good of you to check the neighbors for gas leaks also. It's just crazy that that even needs to happen. The lightest wind and they're out of power. You know, maybe we'll pass on these new builds. Oh, but the Lennar ads say they're great and affordable homes.
We just bought a brand new Lennar home, new build, and I have just filed now our second warranty claim for crappy plumbing. The first claim was because the cold water tube to the master bathroom was crappy and was leaking behind our wall. And the second claim was because the toilet on the first floor was leaking at the base. And I am so sad and frustrated, and if I see the building manager, I'm gonna take him out by the knees. To top it off, they found an empty beer bottle behind the drywall when they cut that shit open. So thank you, Lennar, for our quality home.
So these homes may be affordable, but they're definitely not built well. More plumbing issues, which have led to more water damage. It kind of just seems like the norm for these new builds. Two builders you run from, Lennar and DR Horton. This is just the beginning. Wait till you see the mold. As a realtor, I'll never suggest Lennar. Lennar and DR Horton are an immediate no. Ryan is as low as I'd consider going. Toll Brothers is the best value I've seen yet.
So we were wondering why this house doesn't sell. I mean, you got a really nice master bathroom in here and walk-in closet and, you know, great tile work, right? Nice fixtures. And then there's that outside of the shower. And then the door opens out, you know? So, I mean, no. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what these builders are smoking these days. This is a new build, by the way, 2023. I don't understand.
I mean, you just can't make this up. It's just crazy to me that for most people, your home is the biggest investment, the biggest purchase you make in your entire life. And these builders just have zero care about that. I just urge all of you, if you are buying a home, to get a really good inspector or two to make sure what you're buying is in good shape. Because like I said, for a lot of us, buying a home is the largest investment, the biggest purchase we make. Super easy fix. You just have to move all the plumbing and redo the tile work and the drywall.
This is why you gotta come when you get your house built. You gotta come every single day to watch these folks build your home. This a load-bearing wall. Look at the gap. Look how your nails in here.
Look at this one right here. Look at this. It's not even stable. Look at it.
Look at your gaps. It's why you gotta come.
It's not even stable.
Look at this nail. This is why you gotta come when these folks build your house. Look at the nails. You ain't gonna never see this because this is gonna be behind the wall. Look at your gaps.
Look at this
And your joists, your 2x4. Look at this. You gotta come every single day. Look at this.
Is this even stable?
Guarantee you they'll never take stuff like this out. This gonna stay behind your wall for forever.
All right, so he goes on and points out all the issues that's wrong with the frame of the house, the foundation of the house. And the reality is all the homes, the new build homes that we've seen in this video, they're probably built like this, where there's just been so many shortcuts, so many gaps between the frame, so many problems with the foundation, problems with the roof. This is probably how they're all built now. And it's very important, if you are getting a home built, to constantly be checking in on it as much as possible, or having somebody who knows what they're doing checking in on it as much as possible. Shaking my head. I'd rather stay in an apartment. Wow, experience similar when I built my house. This would infuriate me. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like this content, please drop a like on the video. As always, guys, let me hear your thoughts down below. What is your experience with new construction builds? Do you have any experience? What are your thoughts on this? I can tell you I'm in the market to buy a home at the moment, and I will be completely avoiding new construction. But let me hear your thoughts. Lastly, guys, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.